All right. So, I didn't think I was going to make another video today, but I got bored. So here I am. Yay. So in the last episode, we managed to build 3 coal power plants. Coal power plant? I can't talk today. Anyways, so they're built. And I said that the next episode would be me basically building a bunch of stuff. Or basically rebuilding, I should say. Yeah, so I mean that's basically what we're gonna do in this episode. So it's gonna be a lot of deconstructing things like this, and that, because I don't need them anymore, and I don't need that, and I don't need this. So yeah, it's kind of what I got going on here. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff in here that's being stored up, like especially in here. I know that this is like all the way full. So what I'm gonna do now is build an awesome sink, and I'm gonna start just dumping everything into it because I don't need a lot of this stuff. And it was just kind of like just building up so I had, extra, but I mean I just don't need it. I need 15 of those though, and I have like 100, so good to go. Okay, so this guy, which way do you gotta go? Okay, so we're gonna throw you just kind of like, I don't know, there, I guess. And then we're gonna run this guy here, and we're gonna run it kind of all the way this way. Actually, we're gonna run it kind of like to here, I think. Is that roughly? I don't know. Whatever. Well, I mean, I do kind of need to run it to here, so 1, 2, I suppose. And we'll just kind of run that in there, just kind of to start things off. We also have all of this. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this down. And I'm going to start shutting all of this down and all of this. And then that can go, and that can go, that can go. And that can go, that can go. Yeah, basically most of the stuff can just go. Okay. Another thing that I probably should do. Oh, you need to be powered, don't you? There we go. Okay. Is that just like... It's like a big ass shredder. Okay. It doesn't tell me how much power it's using, but I do know that it uses quite a bit. I think it's like 25K or something like that. Okay. So as this is going, I'm just going to kind of, I don't know, fill it all out. I wonder if I could actually upgrade this. I think I can. Make it go just a little bit faster. There we go. Okay, so copper production is basically done. Well, stopped anyways. I am going to throw in a bunch of this because I don't need it. Take that, and we'll take that. I don't know, there's a lot that I can get rid of here. All right. So you can go into there. I don't really need biofuel right now, but It's better than carrying around a bunch of sticks and stuff, so. And then the mycelium, I mean, I can probably throw that into the MAM. See if I can do anything with that. Yeah. Good. What is this? So I need a little bit of everything in order to get that. And I can't do anything with that yet. Okay. So we'll throw the excess mycelium in there. All right. Okay, so on top of this guy, oh, I have 3 coupons already. Nice. We need the awesome shop. And I need screws. Okay. Do I have any? I think maybe I do. Oh, yes, I do. Holy crap. That's a lot of screws. Okay. Awesome shop. Can never remember which way this thing is supposed to go. Is that the front or is that the front? I don't know. I'm just gonna throw it here. One of these areas is the front, and I don't think it really matters. Cause yeah, I think you can access it from any side. Maybe? Yeah, okay. All right, so what do I need? I need these, and I need 4 for that. So, do I have 4? I have 5. All right. Oh, now I have 6. Nice. Okay. So we are going to buy the power outlets for the wall because they will make building and powering everything a lot easier. Let's see, what else do I need? These would be nice to have. For the building that I like to do or the way that I set it up, this would be ideal. Generally speaking, I have the belts run under, and then I have splitters and mergers like going to either side, and then up above that I'll have either the foundries or whatever those things are called, constructors, you know, all that stuff. Like I'll usually have that up on top, and that's usually how I do it. Drink of the day is Gatorade. It's pretty good. Okay, what else do we got? I don't need the cart. Walkways would be nice. Not necessary, but nice. Ladders, definitely need those. Yeah, definitely gonna need the ladders. So, let's see what we got. One more coupon. Okay. And of course, as the coupons, you know, as you get more and more coupons, it takes more and more stuff to get more coupons. So, I mean, this is going up by like 1.5% each time. But yeah, that's giving me 76 to 28 is 48 points. But that's not necessarily per each one of these. It could be there's like 3 going in at a time, or like every second or whatever. Or 2 every second. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, honestly. And there's my other coupon. Okay. So we have another 4. Now, is there anything else? Okay, so these are useful. If you want to have like everything kind of separated, but if you want to have like an open concept, they're kind of useless. I mean, a lot of this stuff is just like, it's nice to have, but it's not like required. Like a lot of this, like the wall attachments here for all this stuff, nice to have, not required. These are real nice because on a single wall you can stack like 5 or 6 of these things. So if you need to like move like a lot of parts, you know, a long distance and you want it to look nice, this is a good way to do it. Of course, like for taller things like barrels of oil or whatever, like it'll clip through, you know, the belt above it. But if it's small things like ore, then yeah, I mean, this is pretty much perfect. And even these, like these are nice to have. They're not required. You can actually get basically the same thing as you would with this out of, you know, just using normal skinny foundations. Don't need that. Ladders, I mean, ladders are great for getting to and from levels, and they take up a lot less space than landing pads. So useful. Stairs take up a lot of room, and plus you can get kind of dizzy like going around in circles, so not necessarily the best. Walkways are good if you're just trying to like organize and like make things easier to get to, but I don't know, I don't think I need those yet. And statues, obviously, we're not even going to get close to those yet. I mean, look, 1,000 tickets, jeez. And then buying equipment in here, like unless it's like the cup for like decorative purposes. I mean, there is no point in buying these and wasting tickets. It's easier just to, you know, make this stuff yourself. So never, ever, ever use this. It's a waste of tickets. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the ladders because that's probably the most important thing that I need right now. All right, let's see how much. Oh, we still have a lot more to go. So we'll throw that in there. We'll throw that in there. Okay. And we got another 27 of these things, which is good. All right. Now I want to be careful about how I build here. I need to try to make it as efficient as possible so that I don't like end up rebuilding stuff, because that would kind of suck. And then I do want to get each of these things at least producing. And I want to get that thing like fully, like all the way out there the way it needs to be. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so first things first, what do I want to get out of this particular area? And I think what I want to get out of here, well, I mean, I suppose it kind of depends on what I can make out of here. So I'm going to pause it real quick. I'm going to look up online calculator to see how much you need for stuff. And I'm going to see with a potential of 360 iron ore what I can make out of it. So I will be right back. All right, so I figured out sort of kind of what we can use here. And it's going to be interesting. So with one of these nodes and a Mark 1 miner getting 120 per minute, you can actually build 5 modular frames per minute. So the calculator that I'm using is called satisfactory-calculator.com. It's usually the one that I use. It looks like it's got some upgrades lately. It looks pretty cool. So it kind of tells you what you need to start, how to break everything down, and how to split everything so that way you need it, so that way you're getting, you know, the correct amount of stuff in the right places. So that's going to be a little difficult, getting everything to actually kind of line up correctly. But oh man. Okay, so we're going to stop our production and have all of this run through until we don't have anything left in there. We're also going to halt our production on the copper as well, because we're going to have to basically shut all this stuff down anyways. So we're going to shut that off 2. And I think currently the copper isn't actually making anything anyways, so it's just going to be me deleting a lot of stuff, basically. If I was into editing videos, I would probably do this as like a montage, like a time, speed, whatever montage type thing. But yeah, I'm lazy. And I really suck at editing. And I kind of don't want to. So, yeah. And I just deleted something that I don't think I was supposed to. So I'm going to take all of this stuff and then throw all of that into here. So that can all get kind of recycled. How many tickets do I have right now? Another 4 tickets? Okay. So I can get something else nice. This don't need, this don't need. We're gonna throw that into there. Good to go. Okay, so eventually this will all stop and I won't have to worry about it anymore. So, fun times. Since I gotta wait for all that to happen anyways, I'm just gonna pause the video again and we'll come back when all of this stuff is more or less gone. And then I'll see if I can do some cleaning up around here as well. So when I come back, I might already have stuff built. I don't know yet. We will see. All right. Something that I figured I might need is to get some of these power slugs going. So that way I can modify the percentages on some of these things. Yeah, this guy here. So we're going to do our overclock production and we're going to get that going right now. And then in 5 minutes, we'll be able to do that, and we'll be able to control at what percentages our buildings will run, and we can overclock them as well if we so choose. All right, so we are back. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, I think it's working. Okay, sorry, little audio bar thing wasn't moving, so I wasn't sure if it was actually getting anything. So we processed everything that we could. We end up with 9 coupons, which is nice. And then we are going to end up with a bunch of extra stuff here, unfortunately. But this has got all of that done. Looks like it used up all the screws too, which is nice. I am going to burn the rest of this stuff as well. I just needed it to not use as much space. Let me see. Let's throw this about there. Should be good. Then let me see. So we'll throw basically all of this in there. And then also we need, there we go, Mark II belt. Okay. So let's grab all of this. Start throwing all of this in there as well. Out of room. Okay. This guy needs to come down. Grab that. Cut that guy down. And with that, we are now free to start building. Okay. I'm going to put the tickets in the hab. Okay. So 9 tickets, just kind of chilling there. Okay, so now we can actually get started. So a cool thing about this calculator that I'm using is that you can, like, it creates kind of like a node graph, and you can actually move the nodes around. So it makes it kind of cool for trying to figure out how you want to set everything up. I recommend it. I think it's pretty useful. So first thing we're going to need is a lot of smelters. So we're going to need 5 smelters total. So I want to put those in here. And we do want it to be centered, roughly, and the correct way around, which would be good. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so the reason why I have so much room here is because I want to have the belt work here, and I want to have this just free for me to kind of move around on. So this is going to be kind of like the outer perimeter of the area here. Okay, so this is going to use all 120 iron ore out of that thing. So we can set this up so that way it just runs at 100%. I mean, granted, some of the things inside here aren't going to be 100%, but you understand what I mean. Okay. And then we're going to go with the overflow method, not because, well, it is because I'm lazy, but because you don't necessarily need to split everything perfectly in order for this to work right. Okay. All right. So these are all now hooked up. So each of these I think can process 30 iron ingots at a time. So we will progressively increase the belt as we get over there so we are not overusing parts that we don't need to. So from here to here, because this is only 30, we can use Mark 1 belt from here, including this one, to here. We can also use a Mark 1 belt because it's 30 and 60, so that's the max that can hold, which means that everything from here in between these two needs to be a Mark 2 belt. Okay, and then that'll get us 30, 60, wait, hang on. Oh, right. These smelters aren't all going to be running at 100%, so that's why we're not too worried about it. Okay, but this thing needs to change. So that definitely needs to be a Mark II. And then I don't know how I want to do this. Suppose that'll work. And this can go kind of here. Something like that. I don't know. So it goes in here, and it goes and it gets split around to everything that needs it. Now, the reason why I can do this is because once this thing gets going, everything's going to get exactly as much ore as it needs. This is why I prefer the overflow method versus other methods, because it's just easier to set up. All right, next thing we're going to need is poles. And then we're probably going to need one over here on this corner. Now I could go a little bit lighter on the pole usage and, you know, kind of spread this out a little bit more, but I like having each thing kind of have like its own pole. And actually, I don't even really need to do it this way yet, because once I get a roof on here, I can just drop all the stuff down from the ceiling, which would be amazing. But for right now, this is what we got. I can always redo the power later. In fact, I probably will. Okay, so this is going to be where it gets interesting. So this guy right here, we need you. Oh wait, I need the MAM. It should be done. Good. Overclock production. Okay, so now we can actually set this clock speed here, and this one over here we're going to set at 80%, which means it's only going to take in 24. All right. And then is this still going? That's still going. Okay. Do we have any additional tickets? Oh, we have one additional ticket. Nice. Okay, so now we have 10. Okay. Still drinking my Gatorade. It's good stuff. Okay, so now as far as how all the constructors are going to be laid out, I think we need these 5 to go into 8. So that's going to be interesting how I set that up. So most of these smelters are going to go into their own constructors. But one of them is going to go into 3, and another one is going to go into 2. So how we're going to do that, let's get our constructors in here. So we're going to have the one that goes into 2 on this edge. And I need to make sure that it is centered because I am OCD like that. And correct, okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. So most of these will just have straight things going right across to their respective constructors, but these 2 on the ends will have splitters. So let's go ahead and get that going. Okay, and then this one also over here on the edge will go into 2 splitters, like so. And then this will go here. Right, yes. Okay, and then that can go there. And then this can go here, and that can go there. And then all of these ones will just go straight across. Okay. And then this one will go into here, which will then go into here, and will then go into this guy. Okay. So on this one that's going to 2, we need the clock speed to be at 80%. And what that is going to be feeding is 2 constructors, one doing an iron rod, one doing an iron plate. So, let's see, we'll throw the iron rod in this one, and that one is going to be at 70%. And all of these percentages are on that site. So this is like super simple to set up. You just got to figure out how you want to wire everything. And then this one with the plates is going to be set at 45%. Okay, and I feel like I need to move some of these nodes around because they're not lining up correctly. But it's whatever. Okay. So that is that one set up. Okay, this next one is going to be at 90% as well. So that's only going to take in 27 per minute. And then this one is going to be building iron plates. And this is going to be at 90%. Okay. And then this next one is going to be at 90% as well. And then it is going to be going into a constructor also making iron plates at 90%. Okay, and then this one here is going to be working at 40%. And this one is going to be going into this one making iron rods at 80%. Okay, so 12 in, and we get 12 out, because this is a 1-to-1. So that's working nicely. This one, oops, that needs to be connected. Okay. This one is going to be running at 100%, which I believe it's already set to, which is good. And then this is going to be going into, well, it's going to be going into a lot of stuff. So I suppose we'll go from the inside to the outside. This one will be making iron rods. And then it's hard to see. Okay, at 60%. And then this one is going to be making iron rods also at 60%. All right, and then this last one will be making iron rods at 80%. All right. So that is all of these things all set up. We do need power in here, so this is where the ceiling would come in real handy because I can just drop it straight down. But I don't have a ceiling yet, so. And then also I'm not sure how tall I need this to be. Once I get the assemblers in here, then I can get a better idea of what's needed. Okay, so fun times. So this constructor here will go directly into an assembler. This constructor here will go into another constructor. So let's build that. I think that's, there we go. Okay, so that's good there. All right. And then this is going to be, so this one is at 60%, right? Yeah, 60%. And then this is going to be going into here, making screws. And these screws will be at 90%. Okay, so 36 per minute. And then this one will be making 9 per minute. Okay, that's the production rate, so yeah. Yeah, so it's a 1 to 4. So divide that by 4, you get 9. Good to go. I'm just checking the site's math as I'm going. Just want to make sure I don't mess anything up. Okay, so next assembler, also making screws at 90%. Okay. And then that can go there. All right. So we've got that set up. Okay, so that's already doing its thing. So now we need, okay. So we need one more constructor over here. And so on the edge, we're going to have a constructor going out here. But we're also going to be splitting off something here. Okay, good to go. And that will go into there. This will go into here. And then this guy is going to be making screws at 45%. So screws, which means this should be making iron rods. Good to go. All right. Okay, and then the additional iron rods that will not be used here are going to be going directly into an assembler. So now for the fun part. Some of these things are going to be getting merged. So let's see. So this one and this one will be getting merged. So let's throw a merger in here. Yeah, that'll work. So that'll go there. And then this one will go here. Okay. So then we're going to have plates here, plates there. So 40 plates coming out of here. And I'm looking over at the little graph to make sure I'm not missing anything. All right. So plates, they get merged and we end up with, should be about 27 per minute, I think. Now this will go into an assembler. So So we're going to need room for the assemblers over here somewhere. Is that done doing its thing? It is. Good. So I can move this out of the way. Move that out of the way. Another ticket? No. Okay. So we'll get rid of that thing for now, because these are going to be in the way. Okay. Let's see. What else we got? I think that's everything. I think we just need assemblers now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 assemblers? I don't know. This is where it gets a little bit screwy. So I'm gonna take a minute and make sure I get this done correctly, and I will be right back with it all set up as it needs to be set up. All right, that was a long break from recording, I guess, but I got it all done. So we have a little bit of organization, we have a little bit of spaghetti, but I mean, overall it works. So our smelter's over here, so miner's over there, pumps into all the smelters. From all the smelters, it goes into the first stage of constructors. Some of these constructors go into second stage constructors, so we've got 3 of those. And then otherwise, these other constructors get pumped directly into either these assemblers, which are making the reinforced plates, or into those 3 assemblers, which are making the modular frames. And then once everything's done, modular frames go right there. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. I threw a tower in here just so I could, you know, see everything from bird's eye view a little bit better. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, I think. I mean, constructor here, splits go into here. I made sure that nothing was clipping into each other. So, you know, just going up and over some stuff. Over here, this is probably the part that looks the worst because I had to triple stack it because I wanted to keep, you know, that walkway open through there. If I extended this out like another block, that would have been fine, but because that miner right there actually takes up that space in those 2 blocks, I can't actually extend this out again. So kind of unfortunate, but you know, what are you going to do? So yeah, first stage modular frames should be good to go. All I need to do is just connect up to power, which is right over there. And then I also need to connect in here. So you know, that gets power. Actually, I don't think that needs power. Yeah, I don't think any of this needs power. So we'll get rid of that. And then, because we're not using the biofuel anymore, so we don't really need any of this. So, yeah, it's kind of what we got. I'm going to redo this area here. It'll probably stay the same size. It's just this will actually go up on top of the blocks here instead of being on the dirt. But I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter too much, but I do want it to make I want to make it look a little bit neater. Sometimes I can talk, sometimes I can't. And then all we have to do now is hook that up into there. And then everything is now yellow. It's waiting for stuff. So I need to go over there and turn the miner back on, and then we get to see if it all works. And hopefully it does. Otherwise, I will have just spent a lot of time doing a whole lot of nothing. All right. So let me hop over here, and we'll turn this guy on. There we go. Producing 120 per minute. Going right up into the thing. Is that 120? That is 120. Okay. And this is getting distributed as needed. Now, once again, these aren't at 100%. I mean, this one is, but they're not all at 100%. So like this one is at 40%. So that's what? 30 and 12 is 42. Plus 27 is 69. Right. Plus 27 is 98, I want to say. 98-ish. And this one is 24, which is like 122. I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit off somewhere in there, but either way, we get 120 going everywhere that it needs to go. Let's hop up on top of here. We are now producing our bars. Oh, man. This is definitely interesting. Our constructors are now somewhat working. Now, it's going to take a while for this to kind of all overflow and do what it needs to do. What is this? What is this doing? Okay, it was just waiting. Okay, good to go. So these are all going. Kind of intermittently, but that's all right. And then we have our screws going into here. Good. Do we have, okay, and we have plates going into here. Good. And we have plates going into here as well. Good. So plates, plates, screws, screws. So let's hop up here if I can. See how this is doing. 100% efficiency, which is good. Okay, so plates, screws, all going where they need to go. And then we'll get our first reinforced plates over here, along with some bars, or rods, I should say, that have to go into here. You can see this one's backing up a little bit already, which is fine. Yeah, and these are just waiting on plates. Or reinforced plates. So we got plates going there, plates there. So that came off of this one. That one came off of that one. So they are working. A little bit slow, but that's okay. Let's jump over here. Okay. And then this guy over here is making rods, but it's feeding directly into this one. So that works. And then this one over here is feeding directly into that one. So I think we're okay. Do we have enough to make one of these yet? Okay, how is it that I can't jump up on top of here? Okay. So now we're just waiting on these guys. What's wrong with this? That one's red. Why is that one red? Why are you red? Oh, you're not set up yet. Okay. So that's why I was backing up. Okay. So I think we're okay here. How are we doing over here? Okay, so we need to wait for these reinforced plates to kind of come through. All right. Okay, we have more plates coming through over here. I think this one is set at 50%, so this is only making 1 per minute. This one needs more rods. Coming in very slowly. More reinforced plates coming in, more rods coming in. So this one's going actually pretty fast. Did I not set? Okay. No, that one's set correctly. Okay. So yeah, it's making 12 per minute. And that's what these things require, is 12 per minute. Bah. See, requires 12 per minute, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, it's working. It's doing its thing. Oh, man. As far as throwing a ceiling on here, I wonder if I need to. I don't know. And these are all just waiting on parts, which is good. Did I make one yet? I don't think I've made one yet. I have not made one yet. Okay. That one just needs one more. Of course, that one is getting split though, so probably gonna take a little while. That one needs 2 more. This one needs rods. Okay, rods are going very slowly. Okay, so I mean, they're coming, but I don't think it's 12 per minute. I'd have to have one every like 5 seconds. And it looks I've got one every 10 seconds. Well, I mean, I just need to let this run for a little while, and then eventually we'll get to a point to where, you know, it'll work, hopefully. So, and then it's also possible that I mixed up one of the connections in here, but I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I mean, as long as everything's making what it needs to make, and then once this thing actually gets pumping, you know, because, I mean, we still have to, like, overflow a lot of this stuff just for it to, you know, work correctly, so I'm not too worried about it. And our power consumption is well below what we need to maintain, so I think we're good to go. This is doing its thing. Is this staying at 100%? This is at 80% efficiency. So it's not quite where it needs to be, but then again, we are waiting for this stuff to back up. So that's probably also why the rods over on that one side are going so slow, is because this hasn't backed up yet. Okay, so this one's backed up. This one's backed up. This one is still working on it. Yeah. So once these all get backed up and we start putting out, you know, the correct amount of bars out of each one of these things, then we should be good to go. But this one is like waiting on ore, so that's why it's, you know, going slow. Yeah, it drops down to like 80%. Oh, is it waiting until it gets like 3 ore to do something? No, it's just, I don't know. It's being weird. Okay, yeah, so it is kind of slowing down a little bit, and it is waiting for at least a couple ore before it starts. So, I mean, like I said, once this thing overflows, I mean, we should be good to go. Yeah, and this is the one that's making the rods that are being split, so it's all the way on the end. So that's why that's slow. So, yeah, we're good to go. I'm not worried about this at all. All right. And then by this time we should have made one, right? Oh, we've made 4 already. Okay. Good to go. All right, so I'm pretty happy. Pretty cool. So let's take a look at the underside real quick. Since I shortened it and kind of squared it off, I did put the corners, kind of have them each have like their own little pillars. Just that way it looks like it's not just floating in space. I'll probably decorate this a little bit, just throw like some walls or something on the edge here. Probably gray walls, you know, just that way it gives it like a little extra, you know, thickness. And then, you know, it doesn't just look like that. Like, so for example, I got time. So if I did put it down here, right, I could throw this on here and just kind of have this be kind of like the bottom part. Now, it doesn't actually give like any actual, you know, thickness to the floor, but it just makes it look like it does. And it looks nice, so that's the main reason why I'm doing it. But yeah, so that's kind of like what the bottom of this thing is going to look like. You know, just going to have like a nice little bar, and then we'll have the other walls up on top to kind of make the actual walls. Yeah, I mean, it'll be fine. And I don't know if this is a straight square. I don't think it is, but it is pretty close. So we've got one, okay. Easy way to count is just to do this, and we've got 11. And then and we'll do the same thing over on this side. Make sure you don't select anything else, of course. That's 12. So it's an 11 by 12. It's not terrible. It's pretty close. You know, I'm pretty happy with it. I could extend this like one more block out this way, but I don't know if that's going to interfere with the rock wall over there. I mean, it wouldn't, but I kind of like having this kind of spacing in here anyways. And for the other levels, if I need to like kind of bump it out a little bit, I can. So I'm really not worried about it. But yeah, fun times. So I think the way that I'm going to kind of break this all down is the first level is going to be making the modular frames. The second level is going to be making the smart plating for the elevator. And then the third level is going to be making just like general stuff. So like it'll make some reinforced iron plates. I'll probably do some copper work up on there. Throw the limestone up in there too. Yeah, I mean, it'll be fine. It'll work quite nicely, I think. But yeah, we're going to end this one a little bit early. We're only at 51 minutes, but I've been playing actually a lot longer than 51 minutes, so I kind of want to stop. But yeah, so modular frames. We got that done. This is just using one ore thing, and we still have, you know, 2 others. So good to go. We got 15 modular frames. We are making those. We're now at 16. So good to go. And hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry I cut out a lot of this stuff, but you know, I think it would have been kind of boring. It's just me looking from one screen to another screen, from one screen to the other screen, and then back again. Just trying to make sure that everything's hooked up correctly and on the right percentages and all of the fun stuff. It would have been a lot of dead time. So, but yeah, there we go. I will see you guys in the next one. Later.